Shalom, shalom, sure, brother Wabram. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakal Kadash, Barakath Yahweh, Barakath Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. As we continue to see Babylon the Great spiral out of control, or spiral down here, you're going to see a famine here in Babylon as well, man. And this is not just something we're just saying. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, He has blessed us to understand the times we're in the way of the world, man. Because we know the way of the world is that Babylon the Great has to be taken down, man. And the Lord is going to take it down by every inch of it, by war, famine, pestilence, illness, sickness, everything, man. It's going to come up on Babylon the Great. Now, we've got this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, so we know exactly what these things mean, man. And we can see it clear as day. But only the elect knows this. 2/3 of our people have no clue, and especially not the heathens. As you see, whites get more welfare than any other race group. Now, these Edomites are going to lose their damn mind when they see and feel the effect of their kingdom going down, man. See, they ain't felt it yet. They see it slowly. But when they really feel it, they're not able to go to the store, able to get food, they're going to lose their damn mind. And see, it's always been a narrative that the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans are the ones that's getting all the welfare, that need all the benefits from the government. And they hid that they needed it. Let me get a couple of videos and hit some scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Group receiving food aid, and the United States spends more on food aid for whites than for any other racial group.
Well, maybe Cuccinelli would say he wants to get rid of the food stamp program anyway. So.
He might say that. People are working on that.
And see, it's a joke, but these people are going to lose it, man. Esau has these weapons, man, and they're not afraid to go against the government in the state. See, they think it's they're targeting Jake, but it's going to be their group is going to cause a civil war, man, a class war. It's going to be the Edomites that go against the government. Jake has no power to go against the government, so it's going to be an internal fight. The Edomites, man, Egyptians against the Egyptians, and we are in modern day Egypt, man. And these lessons just go out to let our people know this is it, man. Our punishment is at the end, man. And like I said, only the ones that are going to understand this and accept this is the hopeful elect. Now check this out, man. This is everywhere. I don't care what city you're in. You're going to notice this in everything, man.
You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me. Is this for real? On the border. Is this for real? What?
And the only reason why you notice it because it's a clear bag. But that's everywhere, man. That's everywhere.
Guys, there really are going to be empty shelves and goods we cannot get within the next couple of weeks, and it's only going to get worse over the coming months. Here's the deal. The last ships from China are arriving in the coming days. They're not going to be sending anymore. They're not. And other countries have already said, hey, we're not going to send medical supplies. So now we're looking at potentially hospitals going back to COVID-era protocols of postponing or no elective procedures at all because they need to prioritize medications and equipment for the most critically ill patients. Rationing care. And it angers me because this is completely avoidable and completely self-inflicted, and it's going to hurt those who can least stand any suffering, the poorest and the sickest among us. And as a person with a human soul, that bothers me. And I'm doing what I can for myself and my family. If you are able to pick up some extra staples like flour or boxes of cereal, canned goods, rice, dry beans, household.
And a lot of people are not going to be able to get these dry goods to store up on, man. You said the economy is crashing, and these shelves are getting low. They're going to start rationing the food out. And you might not, like I said, you ain't going to see it right away. It's a gradual thing, man. And like I said, 2/3 of our people can't understand this because they want to see it right away. And when they get it, it's going to be too late. When they understand it, it's going to be too late. That's why this truth is so important for the elect to make it, man. It was given to us for us to make it, because when it gets bad, it's going to get bad, man. It's not going to be no turning back or letting you understand. Now I want to understand. No, it's going to be too late, man. Now check this out.
What's going on, everyone? It's me, it's Jeremy. It's August 28th, 2025. So I got some financial market news, guys. Treasury bonds are being sold off at alarming levels. Japan, China, they are starting to sell off their treasury bonds. And this is something I've talked about and other channels have talked about. People that have been informing you of the financial reset, all of the stages, all the steps, the things to pay attention to. The number one thing was when treasury bonds finally start to get sold off, and more importantly, when people stop buying the treasury bonds, you know it's coming. It's around the corner. This reset, whatever the event that's going to be to trigger the final blow to the dollar, it's around the corner. Okay, we have thrown our theories on this channel. They're out here. Things like Trump's health, war, another lockdown, you know, this alien thing. Something is about to happen to where it is going to be the catalyst to shift us into the new digital system 100%, and everyone's going to be done with the US dollar. It's going to be toilet paper. Okay. It would make sense why the National Guard is being deployed, right? Something is coming, and we know the economy is going to be affected, and we know stores are going to be a target. So they're obviously putting this National Guard out there for a reason, guys. Now, I throw different theories around. Is it the aliens? Jesus coming back? Big earthquake? Economic collapse? Pick your card. I don't care. Like, they're preparing for something. What I can guarantee you, out of everything, the only thing that we can actually guarantee is there is a financial transition happening. 144 on the clock. I can't guarantee you aliens are coming. I can't guarantee you Jesus is coming. I can't even guarantee you you're going to get the big earthquake. I can guarantee you right now, in real time, they are upgrading your financial system. They are changing it, okay, completely. That is happening in real time. That is tangible stuff that we can follow, we can observe data, and we can prepare for. So this is my advice to you, okay, because they're dumping the treasury bonds, all right, and they're not buying them. I don't care what you believe in. Look at me. I don't care if you believe in Jesus, aliens, anything. If you think you're getting raptured here at the end of September, then your money doesn't matter. And if you truly believe in it, I want you to go to the store and I want you to stockpile goods and leave them for the left behind. Make it your last good deed for your fallen brothers and sisters who aren't as good as you. If you truly believe that you are about to be raptured, then make some videos. Show us that you truly believe it, that you honestly believe it 100%. Go to the store, record yourself, empty your bank accounts, go buy stuff, take it to the shelters now. Help people right now. You don't need it. Jesus is coming. The Anunnaki's coming, whoever it is. But if that doesn't happen, you'll have some supplies and you'll be ready for what is about to happen with this economic collapse. I've been telling you guys, my name's Jeremy, the book of Jeremiah, the weeping prophet. I've been telling you the one thing that I can actually guarantee is that you will see an economic collapse. You will see a transition. It's going digital, and it's going to be a completely different financial system. Money is going to be moved differently. It's going to be made differently. It's going to be held differently. It's going to be transferred differently, and you need to figure it out. I recommend studying the Metallica's ecosystem, XPR network, Metal blockchain, loan protocol. I would learn how to become your own bank, how to lend and borrow against your own assets, and earn rewards within a system that rewards.
He just going on and on and on. But the point is, it's an economic crash coming, and it goes hand in hand with a famine. And these Edomites, like I said, it's slowly understanding that this is it, man. This place will never be the same. This is never going back again. And they're about to pull the plug on this place for good. Everything is moving fast on purpose. The faster they act and move, the less time to prepare and act easier to be blindsided.
So the next 2 to 8 weeks is going to be your head start. That's not hyperbole. You have about 2 to 8 weeks, depending on where you are in this country. And by then, there will be boots on the ground, movement will be restricted, curfews enforced, sun going down earlier, and the weather getting colder. So if there's any chance of being prepared, it's between now and probably the end of October.
And it's something major coming in September. Now, you see right here, this is going to be America. Food becomes a luxury to most Venezuelans as economy unravels. So you see it like it's a luxury to eat. It's going to be that way here in Babylon the Great. This place is going to be turned into a third world country overnight. And we are seeing the signs of the birth pains of the earth, man, being changed from Esau's kingdom. And I'm gonna hit a couple scriptures. I ain't gonna try to make it long, but to see how the spirit rolls. This is Luke 11. Well, Luke 21. I want in 11. Luke 21 and 11, because the Lord warned us of these signs that we are seeing. This is Luke 21 and verse 11. It says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights, and great signs shall be, it's like it shall there be in heaven, from heaven." Let me slow down, man, because this is it. This is what the Lord warned us of, man. In verse 10, I should have read that first. It says, Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation. As you see World War III building up. And you also seeing that these nations of people being turned against each other, man. And kingdom against kingdom. That's these different countries, man. Now India said they don't want to trade with Babylon at all, man. They through dealing with Babylon the Great, man. They're not taking any calls, anything from DT. So these earthquakes is being seen everywhere, man. I showed in Tennessee. The military in Tennessee, National Guard, put a preparedness for a great earthquake here on I forgot, was it I know it was by Memphis and by Knoxville. I think it was Madrid fault. I don't want to say that's correct, but it's a fault line on the border of Tennessee, Mississippi. I think it's Missouri, and also Arkansas, I want to say. But these are earthquakes that they're preparing for, and that they've been mentioning might happen here very soon, man. So it says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines. And that's what we're focusing on in this lesson, man. It's a great famine coming here to Babylon the Great, man. And pestilence, major sicknesses. As you see, someone had bubonic plague, man. This is not by coincidence. This is the Lord stirring up this place, man. And fearful sights. So they're seeing this. What is it? The eye atlas. They're seeing different. They call them drones all over Jersey. They're seeing the angels, man. These are fearful sights to them. They said that with a 3-eye atlas or whatever. They said the chariot is about 7,000 miles long or something like that. So this is what the Lord warned us, man, of what his return will be. And great signs shall be from the heaven. So we know that the Lord is finna do some amazing things, man. And we have to be prepared for what's coming. Because just like it was in Egypt, a great famine, it's going to happen here, man. And we're in Egypt all over again, man. So we can look back at what happened in the ancient world and compare them to now. Because the Lord gave us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The wisdom to understand that these things that were taught to us was going to happen and not be excused or not be exempt from happening. They're going to happen, man. And we're seeing them happen and unfold right now. This is Genesis 41, and I'm going to start at verse 40. I'm going to start at 46. Make sure it's the King James. Yeah. 46, it says, and Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. And in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. So it was plenteous. It says, and he gathered up all the food for all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field which was round about. Every city laid he up in the same. Joseph gathered corn as the sand, and as he's man, I'm butchering it. Let me stop. Let me slow down. It says, and Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he had left numbering, for it was without number. So basically, he prepared 7 years for the famine. The Spirit of the Lord gave it to him to understand this is what you need to do to prepare for the famine. And we are in the spirit of Joseph, man. The Lord basically gave us the information to prophesy this famine is coming, just like Joseph did. And he laid up food for that time that he was coming into. And through the Spirit, that's what we're doing. We're laying up that treasure that the Lord has us to lay up, man, in heaven, that we will be exempt from these things that are coming up on the earth. Because the scripture also say that we will eat. But 2/3 of our people, they didn't get that understanding, and they will not get that mercy that the Lord has for his elect. Dropping down to verse 53, it says, "In the 7 years of plenteousness was in the land of Egypt were ended." And that's what we're telling you, man. Let me get this in another translation so you can clearly understand this. NLT, at last the 7 years of bumpers, corns, throughout the land of Egypt came to an end. See that? All this plenty going to McDonald's, going to these buffets, and it's coming to an end, man. NLT, it says 7 years of plenty that the land of Egypt had enjoyed came to an end. That's what we're clearly telling you, man. What you received and was blessed to eat and have plenty of, you go to the Vegas, and they got all these different buffets. They're just wasting food. They won't get none to the damn poor, but they just wasting food, man. So that's gonna come to an end, man. Going to McDonald's, going to these Applebee's and Chili's and all this shit. That's coming to an end, man. I'll switch it over to the GNT, and I'm gonna finish it in the GNT, man, just to make it plain for anybody that don't understand this truth. Verse Genesis 51 and verse 53, it says, "The 7 years of plenty that the land of Egypt had enjoyed came to an end, and the 7 years of famine began." And that's complete. 7 goes into complete. And that's what's happening, man. This place is finished. It's done. It's complete. It says, "And the 7 years of famine began, just as Joseph had said. There was famine in every other country, but there was food throughout Egypt. When the Egyptians began to be hungry, they cried out to Egypt." It's like it cried out to the king for food. And just as it was in the ancient world, they're going to do the same thing. And he's going to present to you the MOTB at that time. See, everything is working as the scripture said was going to work. It's all being put in place just like the scriptures foretold. And that's the same thing they had. After they had them eat, they sold themselves to the king. And the Egyptians, these Edomites is going to be really, man. They have no, man. They ain't gonna have no understanding, man. They're gonna take the MOTB, and 2/3 of our people are gonna take it right along with it, man. It says when the Egyptians began to be hungry, they cried out to the king for food. So he ordered them to go to Joseph and do what he told them. The famine grew worse and spread over the whole country. So Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold grain to the Egyptians. People came to Egypt from all over the world to buy grain from Joseph because the famine was severe everywhere. And this is going to be everywhere, man. You're not going to be able to escape this what's coming, man. But Joseph, see, he prepared. He knew what the Lord said to do. And he prepared. That's what we doing, man. Getting this wisdom knowledge understanding before this judgment comes. So we want to be in the same mindset as Joseph, man. Preparing for this famine. Not only a famine of food, but and bread, but a famine of the word is coming. So you're not going to be able to get this wisdom knowledge understanding much longer. They closing up shop, man. They closing this thing down. And 2/3 of our people, man, it's going to be very bad for you, man. Because you rejected Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And this man is going to do you, man, he's going to do you dirty, man. He's going to do you dirty. Because you had a chance to repent to the Lord. And you refused to. So it's going to be, man, it's going to be very bad for 2/3 of our people, man. It's going to be very bad, man. This is Ezekiel 5 and verse 12. It says, a third part of these shall die with pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee. And a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee. And I shall scatter a third into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus shall my anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them. And I will be comforted, and they shall know that I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, have spoken in my zeal when I have accomplished my fury on them, in them, Salakia. So the Lord is going to bring, he's going to bring great judgment on 2/3 of our people, man. There's no escape, man. The scripture tell you in Jeremiah, was it 15 and 1? There's 4 kinds of death. Tell you right here, man. You don't die by the sword. You're going to die by the famine. You're going to die by the pestilence. You're going to send a sword. There's no way out, man. The Lord got to judge. If you don't die with one of these, man, you're not going to make it, man. You're going to die. You're going to, man, I've said it wrong. I said you're going to have to repent to the Lord to make it. Because not, you're going to die by one of these, man. One of these judgments. 14, it says, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunting and instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are around about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. The Lord is pissed at you, blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you Israelites. I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, have spoken it, and that's plain, man. The Lord is not going to change his mind. This is foretold to happen. When I shall send them the evil arrows of famine. See that? That's probably one of the worst ways you can die, man. By a famine. And you ain't going to have no water to drink, too, man. That's it, man. The food and the water is going hand in hand. You're going to have nothing to drink, man. That's a horrible way to die, man. That's a horrible way to die. Because they poison in the food, the water. Let me get this real quick. Let's look at this other video. Because they don't care no more, man. They don't care. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans believe that Esau's for you. You got another thing coming, man. Check this video out.
Holy cow, folks, this is huge news that everybody in the United States needs to know about, so you need to share this information widely because it could impact your health. Did you know that the CDC quietly pared down its food safety monitoring 2 months ago? That's right, because of funding cuts, FoodNet, which is the federal food safety system that normally monitors for different germs, had to pare down the 8 that they routinely monitor down to just 2. That's right. They're paring it down to just 2 germs that they're actively looking for at the federal level. So right now, they're only looking for salmonella and Shiga toxin producing E. coli. Before, they were looking at Campylobacter, Cyclospora, Listeria, Shigella, Vibrio, and Yersinia. Those aren't harmless pathogens. Those all can cause severe disease and potentially kill people, and they don't have enough funding now to be able to alert people about these various pathogens, and it's going to rely on state-level food safety systems in order to be able to identify these issues. And at the state level, some states don't even have enough funding to be able to do this properly. Therefore, we're at risk of having additional foodborne illness outbreaks, and people will be harmed unnecessarily. What you can do is talk to your legislators about funding food safety, because more surveillance equals safer food.
And see, they ain't worried about surveilling the food. They're worried about surveilling you. So you see, man, this place is in the worst case. There's no healing in this place, man. They're not caring about checking and making sure you're eating good, or your food is protected and not got any deadly disease or pathogens in it. This place is being set up for another sickness, man. Man, 2/3 are gonna get it, man. The Lord is not playing, man. Verse 16, one more time, it says, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine, evil beast, and they shall bereave thee." See that? "And pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, have spoken it." See, and you got all these different rabbits and different deer and squirrels. All these different animals had these different what are these tumors and shit on them, man. Diseases on them, man. So these animals, they everywhere in your yard, on your trees. They piss on your house, all type of shit, man. And you know what I'm saying? Don't tell them what they're going through your yard. You got deer ticks and shit like that, man. And your dog might go lick it or smell it or whatever, man, or sit in it and get a disease and bring it in the house, man. Man, we living in those times, man. You can't say, "Well, I'm gonna let my dog go outside and damn deer that's pissed over there, he go over there and sit in it or whatever," and that different disease come in your house, man. Sit on your couch, or sometimes should be in your bed. You kiss your dog, you rub them. Oh man, we living in those times, man. And that's why the Spirit of the Lord has to be instilled in you to understand, man. This is all we got, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You don't have nothing else. This man is not looking out for your good interests. He's looking out for you to be put to death. This man is a man of death, man. This is Ezekiel 7:14. It says, "They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready." And that's what the prophets of the Lord have done. Blow the trumpet to make all ready. Give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've been blessed to have and to teach. And show you through the world of these videos and articles. Put them to the scriptures, man, so you understand clearly that this is it, man. This is what this means. This is what the Lord is speaking through the scriptures. This is how the Lord is talking to us. This is it, man. We'll blow the trumpet for you to see. And that spirit will continue to grow in you once you believe and have faith in the Lord. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready. But none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. And he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. And we're coming into those times, man. I can't tell you how everybody gonna die. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 gonna die, but the elect are gonna be delivered out of this. I can't tell you everything detail for detail, but if you understand that the Lord is bringing judgment, that's all you need to know, man. Oh man, it ain't gonna happen like that. It don't matter how it happens; it's gonna happen. Verse 16 it says, "But they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning for everyone for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed." And you're seeing the money is being removed, man. And we know who's going to escape. But you're going to see this thing spiral out of control so far beyond your imagination. And then you're going to want to seek the Lord when it's too late, man. It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh's wrath," man. In the day of wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. So you're seeing it, man. This has been put out plain for us to understand, man. Starting with the apostles and elders. Your money is going to be taken from you, man. They're going to crash the economy, and whatever you got in the bank, that's going to be it. Because if you go and get the money anyway, it's not going to matter. It's not that nobody's going to take it, man, because it's going to be worthless. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. So you're going to get it soon enough, man. You'll understand it soon enough. Because what's going to happen to Babylon the Great is going to be far beyond what we can prophesy to be. The destruction is coming, man. Not just from the nuclear destruction, but the famine, man, the pestilence, the sickness, the civil war. Man, all hell breaking loose, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, man. You can't prepare yourself for that. This is all spiritual, man. That's why I know I try to do as many lessons as I possibly can a week. Hit the highways and byways, make sure my calling and election is sure, man. Because you're not going to get a second chance to get it right, man. The Lord gave us this understanding now. So you should put your foot to the pedal, man. Go as fast as you possibly can, man. Go as hard as you possibly can, man. This is it. And we seeing it unfold right before our eyes, man. And that's without a shadow of a doubt. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 18. It says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mourning." See that? This is the beginning of it, man. The beginning of famine and great death. And that's plain, man. So this is the beginning of all hell breaking loose, man. Like the guy showed you at the end, he said, man, you got a couple weeks to get prepared, man. And we've been preparing for a long time, the ones that believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. But you jakes, man, that don't understand clearly what's happening, your time is running short, man. Your time is running out. Because we're at the beginning of all hell breaking loose, man. The beginning of wars. See that? The beginning of wars, man. What they're doing in Venezuela. That war is about to pop off at any time, man. The yellow and blue country, Russia. You seeing all that, man. Over in Europe, in the Middle East, and Africa. All these wars are beginning. The power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and that's plain, man. This is the beginning of evils, man. People are already showing their hatred towards one another, man. Their evil towards one another, man. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, man. So this is all sent for punishment, man. This is all sent for punishment. And see, I can't say it enough. The punishment is coming to Esau, but it's going to come to you Jakes too, man. Because you're going to be joining Esau and get the same punishment he's going to get. Because you believe that he is God and he won't be punished, man. Our people really believe that Esau is not going to be punished, that he can do whatever he want to do forever how long he wants to do it. But we telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man, this man's day is numbered. And I mean numbered. This is Ecclesiastic Sirach 9 in verse 40 in verse 9. Death and bloodshed, strife, and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked. See that? It's a punishment for the wicked. All these things are coming, man. And they're at the door to happen on a mass number, man. And for their sakes came the flood. See that? Even in the ancient world, all this right here that they've been doing in the earth is set for them and not for the elect. This is set for a punishment for the wicked, man. It's set for a punishment. And see, like I said before, man, 2/3 are going to get punished with Esau, man. This is Ecclesiastic Sirach 39 and verse 29. It says, fire and hail and famine, death, all these were created for vengeance. Read it one more time. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And that's what's going to happen to our people, man. The vengeance of the Lord is coming upon them, man. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. And you're going to be acquainted with the wicked, man, for destruction. So we prophesy to our people, man, for them to repent. Because we know what's going to happen to our enemies, man, and the wicked. So don't be judged with your oppressor, man. Shalom. Shalom.